We went to Bourton on the Water, and we're inviting you to join us as we explore the beautiful Venice of the Cotswolds and get made to feel like we are giants exploring the amazing model village. Come along and join the adventure.
Whoa, you wanna do it again? You wanna do it again sometime? Whoa, can I see you again?
So we've just made it to Bourton on Water, and we've just literally come out of the car park, walked round here, and this is what we're greeted with already.
It's called the Venice of the Cotswolds, and it's easy to see why, isn't it? It is very busy here today.
It is heaving.
Not surprising because it's a Saturday and
the
it's
weather is
really, really warm.
But
we found the Cornish bakery, so we're not in Cornwall. We know we're in the Cotswolds. But
no, but last time we ate here, we had a was it Stilton and
steak and Stilton.
That's it, and we knew it was really nice. So if they've got that, I'm going to have that.
So we're going to go in here, grab a bite to eat, grab a drink, and we're going to go and find somewhere to sit by the water and enjoy it. So they had the steak and Stilton, but I thought because it feels a bit exotic here today, I've gone for a passion fruit lemonade. And is it any coincidence that these look like the poles in Venice? It is the Venice of the Cotswolds. Like, I'm sure it's a coincidence.
And you do. We've all got our beveragino. You haven't got a beveragino, have you?
I've got a bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
I've got my iced coffee. Lovely.
Just look how busy it is here today. Everyone playing in the river. We're going to go over here and take a walk down this side, see what we can explore.
We reckon it's going to be a bit more quiet down the ends.
Yeah, this is like the centre of town,
Yeah.
so and it's slap bang in the middle of lunchtime, and all the cafes and everything are here, and everyone's got their picnics out. Nice drink? I can see me in your shades. Hi. Just look at this house on the waterfront. How gorgeous is that?
Stunning.
Oh, that is goals right there. House goals. Imagine just sitting on this bench, nice spring day, looking over at the water. We're just outside the motoring museum. Look how beautiful this is. And then they've got a mini made out of grass. How cool is this? Water flowing under the bridge. I mean, we've literally passed about, what, 10 of these bridges by now?
Huh?
We've passed about 10 of them bridges by now?
Yeah.
You can see why it's called the Venice of the Cotswolds. There's more bridges than Venice.
This house is absolutely stunning. Actually, it's a cottage. Meal View Cottage, I think that says. Can't see it from this angle.
It's absolutely unbelievable. We just walked back from the water a little bit. It's really quiet up here. It's lovely. But it's mind-blowing to think that people actually live here. It's like walking into a movie set.
We can hear bells in the far distance down
I think it's up
there.
this way. There's also a footpath this way. I don't know where it leads, but
We can go down there.
let's find out. We're going to get run over.
I thought the bell chimes, whatever they're called, were coming from that way, but they're not. They're actually
They're coming from that way.
over that somewhere.
It's deceiving.
It is.
Look at this cute little Windrush Way.
It's quirky, isn't it?
It is quirky.
I love it.
So we just walked through Windrush Alley, which is over there, and it just opens up into this cute little fielded area, and we found a quiet spot at the river, haven't we?
We have.
Just here. But just through there is people sitting outside where we were by the motor museum. Much more peaceful around here.
And pretty, look at that.
It is very pretty. So Leven House here is for sale. Should we consider it, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? I could imagine living here. It's very, very pretty in the snow as well. Look at this up here. Just lined by roses. We're just literally come around the back of the village now. We're just having a wander around. It's absolutely fascinating to be walking around the village now though, because what we're going to do later on is actually go to Bourton on the Water model village. Ooh. And it depicts the actual village of Bourton on the Water in miniature. So having a walk around now, we can see places like this hall behind us. And then hopefully when we get in the model village later, we'll be able to spot some of the things that we've seen in the real village in the model village.
I wonder if that cottage is in it.
Oh, it might well be, because that was a very, very pretty cottage. We couldn't resist coming and having a look at the church that we could hear across the town. This is St Lawrence's church. It's got a very unusual look. It's got like a green dome on the top of the tower rather than a spire.
It's like a big stone. Well, I know they're all stone, but you know what I mean.
It's like block stone rather than, yeah, I know what I mean.
Yeah.
Also, it's with the green like iron dome on the top as well. It looks like a church from continental Europe rather than the UK. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Also, when we could hear the bells over the other side of town, it was disorientating. We couldn't work out which direction they were coming from. And when you stood here, although the tower's right in front of us and the bells are dinging, you can hear the echo from back that way as well. It's really strange. We've just found out why the church bells are ringing. There's a wedding. The wedding car literally just pulled in as we were walking down down the road. So
There was a kid leaning down and I thought it was a dog. It had like a Dalmatian top on. And I said, Sharon, I think it's a dog.
oh dear.
It's not. Just quickly stop to get an ice cream.
Because it has to be done.
Got to be done. Lovely job. Letter large apparently, innit?
It's 2 scoops. I've gone for coffee and salted caramel because I'm thinking it's like an iced salted caramel latte.
Sure. Well, we've gone for the plain and simple. What's this, a 99? Yeah. You got no flake?
Normal whippy.
No flake.
Push. Push.
All for an Instagram photo.
All for an Instagram photo. Beautiful. Time for the model village.
We can just see everything that we've just seen in miniature.
Miniature? Do you reckon they got miniature people, miniature ducks,
I
miniature
reckon they
dogs?
have. I reckon they have.
I bet they have.
So we're in the model village. £4.50 each. I don't think that's bad at all. This looks amazing. I can already see the church dome over in the distance. It's really weird. It's like we've gone through a machine and it's made us into giants.
It's
And now
cool.
we're walking around the village again.
This isn't what I was expecting to look like at all.
These little stone mushroom things are literally everywhere on the village. People are using them as fence posts and all sorts, but this is really cute. I love it, look. Rosebush is giant up against these cottages, but we've got the little waterway here. And then a little miniature bridge, just like the ones in the town itself. This is so cool. See, this one's actually got a street sign, and then these are shop fronts down here. We've got designer pooch. This one's even got china and stuff in the window. Just saying, we're regretting having the ice cream before we come in because the paths are so narrow that we're squeezing around. Oh, this is... We walked past the bakery on the water when we was going down that Windrush Way, and then the water mill is actually now the motor museum. You can see this has got motor museum on the front of it. So this is the little street that we walked up and where we found that cute little cottage, but it's not here, it's beyond Sharon in the hedges.
In the hedges somewhere.
It's even got the Mini made out of grass.
Oh yeah.
How cool is that? I don't think we mentioned earlier as well that where the motor museum now is, and I showed you up the shot of the water coming through where they're all set outside, it actually used to be a water mill, so this is a representation of what it was and what it is.
I didn't even see the mill when we walked.
It's not there anymore.
Oh, is it not?
No,
Oh, okay,
so
that
that's
explains why I
what I'm
didn't see
saying, it's a representation of how it was and how
Oh.
it is. This is really strange. We literally walked past this whole row of shops and this tea rooms on the way to find that church earlier.
it. Yeah, which is over there.
Which is over there. We've got to go this way first though.
This is where we got our Cornish pasties from, Ellie.
It is. I bet they'll be a little bit smaller out of there though, that wouldn't even touch the sides.
Yeah, by the size of that food on the front there, it wouldn't even be a
I'd
snack
get
size.
a drink the size of my pinky. This is a bit next level. Model village this way. Just beyond Josh's mum's legs is the entrance to the model village that we came through.
No,
Lovely
no.
pose.
Think of this, so we're in the model village,
In the village.
Of the village.
of the village, and then there's a model village with the model village in it, and
Yeah.
then there's another little model village right in the corner.
Look,
If you
it
look
just
in that
gets
one. So it just
so
keeps
that's
getting smaller
so
and smaller and
village,
smaller.
model village, model village, model village, model village. That's 5 going down the scales. That's incredible. Also, there's little tiny penguins and flamingos there, which is Birdland Park and Gardens, where we actually were earlier today. And there's a separate video on the channel already if you haven't seen that. So go check it out. But that's made my day. I can actually see. Oh, got my bag caught. We can actually see inside this one. It's not the church we was at earlier, but it's definitely a church. There's definitely a service going on. That's kind of cool, a little diorama inside. It's even got the little board up on the wall. We walked past the dial house earlier as well. It's empty, it's for sale at the minute. We were considering it, but we checked our bank balance, it said no.
Closer look at the church. Probably the biggest model here, I think.
You actually see the church better from here than you can the actual church.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's even got a little clock on it, look.
Oh,
That's not the time though.
is it the right time?
No,
No.
it's
Nowhere near.
10 to 3. Just a little high view over the model village. Hello down there. You.
So we're back out of the model village, which is behind the old New Inn Hotel, if you're coming to look for it. But we're now heading back this way a little while because we've
There is
seen
a Christmas shop and it looks like it's full of really nice Christmas stuff.
So
and we do love a Christmas shop.
we can't resist a year-round Christmas shop. It reminds me of Cheddar Gorge.
Yeah.
So here is the Victorian Christmas shop. We've got all quirky little Christmas decorations in, so we're going to go in and have a look. So nothing in the Christmas shop. It was very small and very busy in there. So
we
we did.
Disappointed. There was a nice few Disney selections, but nothing.
But no, nothing with Bourton On The Water on it, which is what we was expecting. So we're just walking back along the river. One last look back at the Venice of the Cotswolds. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I think we've all really enjoyed exploring here. It's been lovely, hasn't it?
It has. It has. Lovely.
Good.
Found a
Had
really-
the steak and still.
Hang on, start that one again.
I thought you were talking. We'd like to give a massive shout out to all of our patrons and our YouTube members for their continued support of our content. If you haven't already, you can subscribe by clicking on our faces in the circle, or you can watch more of our vlogs by clicking on the rectangle. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.